Isang matagumpay na pagpapalang muli sa inyo. Sa aking mga kamathninik, handa na ba kayo? Kunin na ang inyong mga gagamitin sa ating aralin. Muli, ako ang inyong Maestro Olaso. Sama-sama tayong matuto. Again, I would like to introduce to you my partner, Mateo. Hello, Mateo. How are you?
Hello, Maestro. Hi, kids. I'm Mateo, your math buddy. Just simply live and love mathematics.
Yes, you are right, Mateo. The only way to learn mathematics is to live and love mathematics. So, are you ready, Mateo? What about you kids? All right, let's do Mathanong! What is the product of the following? Number 1, 2,346 times 1/10 equals n. Number 2, 2,346 times 100 equals n. Number 3, 2,346 times 1,000 equals n. Time is up! Let's check your answers. Mateo, can you show us your answers?
Here are my answers. Number 1, 2,346 times 1/10 equals 234 and 6/10. Number 2, 2,346 times 100 equals 23 and 46 hundredths. Number 3, 2,346 times 1,000 equals 2 and 346 thousandths.
You did great, Mateo. How did you do it?
I just moved the decimal point of the first factor depending on the second factor. For number 1, I just moved the decimal point one place to the left because the number is multiplied by 1/10. For number 2, I moved the decimal point 2 places to the left because it is multiplied by 100th. For number 3, I moved the decimal point 3 places to the left because it is multiplied by 1,000th.
Good job, Mateo! And to the Mathinic kids who are watching right now, you already knew the techniques in multiplying decimals by 1/10, 100th, and 1,000th. So, today's topic is dividing decimals by 1/10, 100, 1,000, 10, 100, and 1,000 mentally. Brace yourselves! Let's do Mathalakay! Look at these examples. Number 1, 2n 8,956 10,000ths divided by 1/10 equals n. Number 2, 2n 8,956 10,000ths divided by 100th equals n. Number 3, 2n 8,956 divided by 1,000th equals n. As you observe, we have the same dividend, but different divisors, which are 1/10, 100th, 1,000.
Dividing a decimal by another decimal, remember that you need to make the divisor a whole number first. To do it, we need to multiply the divisor by 10, 100, 1,000, or simply move the decimal point. Next, we will do the same with the dividend before doing the division operation. In example number 1, we need to multiply the divisor by 10, moving the decimal point one place to the right to make it a whole number. After that, we need to do the same to the dividend, moving the decimal point one place to the right too. So, our new equation is 28 and 956 thousandths divided by 1, which is equal to 28 and 956 thousandths. In example number 2, we need to multiply the divisor by 100, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right to make it a whole number. Next, we need to do the same to the dividend, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right also. So, what is our new equation? Right! Our new equation is 289 and 56 hundredths divided by 1, which is equal to 289 and 56 hundredths. In example number 3, we need to multiply the divisor by 1,000, moving the decimal point 3 places to the right to make it a whole number. Then, do the same to the dividend, moving the decimal point 3 places to the right as well. Our new equation is 2,895.6 divided by 1, which has the quotient of 2,895.6.
This time, let's call our favorite math buddy, Mateo! Hello, Mateo.
Hi, Maestro Olaso.
Now, Mateo, I have a challenge for you. I want you to tell me what have you noticed among our 3 examples right here.
I noticed that when a decimal is divided by 1/10, we are just going to move the decimal point of the dividend one place to the right and have the new formed decimal as the quotient. When a decimal is divided by 100, we are just going to move the decimal point of the dividend 2 places to the right and have the new formed decimal as the quotient. Lastly, when a decimal is divided by 1,000th, we are just going to move the decimal point of the dividend 3 places to the right and have the new formed decimal as our quotient.
Wow, Mateo, that's a great observation. Did you have the same observation as Mateo? Great! However, when dividing decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000, you are going to move the decimal point to the left, referring to how much zeros your divisor has. I'm going to show you through these examples. Number 1, 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 10. Number 2, 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 100. Number 3, 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 1,000.
Example number 1. 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 10. Since there is only one zero in the divisor, which is 10, move the decimal point of the dividend one place to the left. The new decimal number formed is the quotient. Hence, 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 10 is equal to 375 thousandths. Example number 2. 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 100. Since there are 2 zeros in the divisor, which is 100, move the decimal point of the dividend 2 places to the left. In this case, if you move 2 places to the left, there is no more digit before 3, so affix 0 to the left on the empty place. The new decimal number formed is the quotient. Hence, 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 100 is equal to 375 10,000ths. Example number 3. 3 and 75 hundredths divided by 1,000. Since there are 3 zeros in the divisor, which is 1,000, move the decimal point of the dividend 3 places to the left. In this case, if you move 3 places to the left, there is no more digit before 3, so affix zeros to the left on the empty places. The new decimal number formed is the quotient. Hence, 3.75 divided by 1,000 is equal to 375 hundred thousandths.
Therefore, when dividing decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000, we just have to move the decimal point of the dividend to the left based on the number of zeros the divisor has. Just add zeros on the empty decimal places. Pretty easy, right? To check if you really learned from our examples, Mateo and to all of you Kamathinik, get ready and say, Matry nga!
Find the quotient of the following mentally. Number 1. 1 and 752 thousandths divided by 1/10. Number 2. 13 thousandths divided by 1/100th. Number 3. 17 and 6,784 ten-thousandths divided by 1,000th. Number 4. 35 and 8/10 divided by 10. Number 5. 781 and 27/100th divided by 100. Number 6. 63 and 7/10 divided by 1,000.
And now, Mateo, can you show us your answer?
Sure, Maestro Olaso. Here are my answers. Number 1. 1 and 752 thousandths divided by 1/10 equals 17 and 52 hundredths. For number 2, 13 thousandths divided by 100th equals 1 and 3/10. Number 3, 17 and 6,784 ten-thousandths divided by 1,000th equals 17,678 and 4/10. Number 4, 35 and 8/10 divided by 10 equals 3 and 58 hundredths. Number 5, 781 and 27 hundredths divided by 100 equals 7 and 8,127 ten-thousandths. And for number 6, 63 and 7/10 divided by 1,000 equals 637 ten-thousandths.
You're so good! You got all the correct answers. Can you share to all our Kamathinik what did you do to get the answer?
For the number 1, I just moved the decimal point one place to the right based off the number of decimal places the divisor has. So, 1 and 752 thousandths divided by 1/10 equals 17 and 52 hundredths. For number 2, I moved the decimal point 2 places to the right based off the number of decimal place the divisor has. So, 13 thousandths divided by 100th equals 1 and 3/10. For number 3, I moved the decimal point 3 places to the right based off the number of decimal places the divisor has. So, 17 and 6,784 ten-thousandths divided by 1,000th equals 17,678 and 4/10. For number 4, I moved the decimal point 1 place to the left based off the number of zeros the divisor has. So, 35 and 8/10 divided by 10 equals 3 and 58 hundredths. For number 5, I move the decimal point 2 places to the left based off the number of zeros the divisor has. So, 781 and 27 hundredths divided by 100 equals 7 and 8,127 10,000ths. And for number 6, I move the decimal point 3 places to the left based off the number of zeros the divisor has. So, 63 and 7/10 divided by 1,000 equals 637 10,000ths.
Thank you, Mateo. It shows that you really learned from what we discussed today. I hope you also got the solution and answer, just like what Mateo did. It seems that you already understood how we divide decimal numbers. Because of that, I expected that all the things you learned today would be matandaan! Mateo, can you tell them again how do we divide decimals by 1/10, 100, and 1,000? How about dividing decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000?
Thank you, Maestro Olaso. Today, I learned 2 things. First, in dividing decimals by 1/10, 100th, and 1,000th, just move the decimal point of the dividend to the right based on the number of decimal places the divisor has. Whatever number is formed, that is the quotient. Second, in dividing decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000, just move the decimal point of the dividend to the left based on the number of zeros the divisor has. Whatever number is formed, that is the quotient.
Thank you so much, Mateo. You just proved that you really listened to our lesson carefully. This time, for our final activity, brace yourselves. It's Mathematas time! Let's check now your answers. Number 1, 890 and 8/10. Number 2, 76 and 51 hundredths. Number 3, 34 and 891 thousandths. Number 4, 7 and 4,322 10,000ths. And number 5, 545 and 1/10. All right, how many of you got a score of 4 or 5? Great! You outdid yourself today! Natapos na naman ang ating aralin. Naway kayo'y may natutuhan sa ating mga tinalakay. Muli, ako ang inyong Maestro Olaso na nagsasabing, ugaliing manood at makinig upang maging matinik sa mathematics.